Hey, this is Notser. It is the tier 10 Japanese cruiser, Zao. It has 12 203mm guns, 20 torpedoes, 83 AA guns, a surface detection of 9.7 kilometers, top speed 34.5 knots, total health 40,800. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase the main battery accuracy, range, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, superintendent, demolition expert, and concealment again. We are on the map Islands of Ice, and I'm headed towards sea. I've got a couple friendly cruisers and a token destroyer headed there as well. And we see quite a lot of the enemy. We've got the benefit of 2 aircraft carriers on our team, so they of course have scouted out a huge force that appears to be headed for sea. There's already an enemy on sea, most likely one of the destroyers. Now, this enemy, Admiral Hipper, is bow on, moving towards us. And the great thing about having such amazing detectability, 9.7 base, with all the concealment obviously, I could fire and have a huge window where the target cannot see me. Now, we have the benefit of islands in this case, but we're doing a ton of damage. Should have used AP with that shot, but the HE is still so devastating. Now, the enemy team has, of course, captured sea, and we have, as of yet, to spot that particular ship that did it. There's aircraft in the area. We should expect to see them. If they're anywhere near it, our friendly destroyer has headed into sea. He has, however, not actually started capturing, so we know the enemy is still there, probably in smoke. Yeah, there's smoke right there. I wonder which destroyer it could be. Now, the Hipper put out the fire, and we're looking for another fire, but even getting only 4 shells, that's 1 turret plus 1 extra gun. We're doing like 2,500. The damage output is so extremely high. You just have to be able to hit your shots. Now, this enemy Atago is headed into a terrible position for him. Absolutely 100% should have swapped to AP, but we're not even going to get an opportunity because the island is creeping up on us. So, because we have the range module, we can extend our reach rather far. It's sort of like a battleship in that regard. It's just so devastating at long range. I can't think of a cruiser that can do quite the amount of damage that this particular cruiser does per salvo at tier 10. I would love to take this guy out. He is definitely afraid of this area of the map, which he should be, and we just estimated incorrectly. There's still an enemy destroyer on sea, by the way. Our team has yet to even start capturing. And this enemy Atago is stuck. I believe he ran into an island. And we catch sight just as he's trying to run away. I try a quick shot, and we do catch him. That enemy destroyer sent out torpedoes. We're going to react, of course, slow down completely. It's a Benson. All right, well, they're pretty easy to take out. A single turret does 2,500, and the remaining only does a collective 3,500. But we should be able to force him towards the center, and he should be visible to our teammates. Enemy Fubuki is not looking good. The propulsion is knocked out, he looks sluggish, and we're just going to take a shot. You really need to use every gun cooldown, and we miss. Okay, that's alright. The Benson is pretty crafty. He's right up against the island, using the friendly smoke to block line of sight. I'm trying to rotate around and catch him, but he is moving forward. He would rather die to my teammates than myself, and I don't like that. That is not something I approve of. We need to kill. So this Atago looks like as good a target as any, and we unload HE. Now, I could swap to AP. The angle of the Atago, and that's exactly what I do. The angle of the Atago is soft enough that AP could be effective. Maybe he'll have to maneuver for the torpedoes. There's a fire still on his ship, so he doesn't have damage control. And of course, as he takes fire, he maneuvers, and we do absolutely nothing to him. I think the Benson is dead. We are now capturing C. A lot of the enemies are bunched up around B, but they haven't captured it yet. Oh, friendly was so close to that kill. Just a little bit too close to that island. That's one of the downsides. Unlike the Des Moines, the velocity and the shell arc work in such a way that you can't be too close to islands, otherwise you're not going to be able to clear it. Of course, the Otago's dead, which is great. The Benson is also dead, which is fantastic. There's just one enemy destroyer and that battleship that are in range, I believe. Maybe the enemy destroyer headed towards B. Most of the enemy team is at B, though. We know that. No, the Fubuki did not get away. And of course, he's right behind an island, have absolutely no shot. So I'm going to start heading towards the center of the map. Now, the Zhao has torpedoes. They're at the very, very, very backside of the ship, but they only have 8-kilometer range. You have 1.7 kilometers to deal with where you're detected, but you can't torpedo. I haven't really found an opportunity where the torpedoes have been effective for me. The range and the guns are so good that you really don't need the torpedoes. I look forward to that scenario where the torpedoes are in use, but for now it's just gun them down with these amazing guns. They're just fantastic. And it looks like we're going to get a torpedo bomber. I want it to be as neutral as possible. I don't know who he wants to go after, but I hope it's not me. I have chosen to use Hydroacoustic partially because I really like it. It helps my aggressive playstyle. Yes, it's very weak for the Americans and the Japanese, but even with a weak Hydroacoustic, I could pull off things that I wouldn't normally do. I could rush towards a destroyer, have it popped, know for certain where the torpedo is going to be, and have plenty of time to maneuver. Now we have a completely different target, an enemy battleship, Yamato, and I'm going to engage him at long range. 8K, that's great, but I want that fire. I think the chance to light the target on fire with demolition is 22% with the Zao. Now every salvo I just want, no, okay, we didn't get a fire. That's okay. He is moving towards us a little bit, so we need to depress the gun. And I think we've got a good, yeah, okay, 7, hit the target, 2 fires. That's absolutely forces out damage control. So now he's going to be susceptible to more fires. Probably not this salvo, but definitely the next one. And it doesn't matter, we didn't even get a fire. We only did 600 damage? Come on, let's do some more. We lose a friendly, unfortunately. We're down on ships, but we're up on capture points. There's a fire, and it's going to stick for 45 seconds. Can we get another one? You will burn down everyone. And notice, we're not detected. There's no ship within, I'd say, 14 kilometers of us. That's roughly where the detection starts showing up. And we got another fire. So 2 fires. That is going to do significant damage, plus these torpedoes, which some wonderful person has sent out. Can we get a third? I tried to spread the fire. It's a really good habit to get comfortable moving around the ship. Oh, he takes 2. Man, can we get a flood on him? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Angle, angle, angle. Okay, well, he got a citadel, I believe. But we're still pretty healthy. Yeah, look at how fast this guy's health is going down. Is he going to die to my fires? Or, no, we're not even going to leave it up to the fires. And this enemy Yamato that chose to egregiously fire on our position must take damage from us. How dare he? And I don't know why I was detected, by the way. I didn't think I was close. Oh, there we go, another fire. It's really frustrating as a battleship. I have been in this position. The only way you can really counter it is to have a destroyer trying to scout out. And here comes the aircraft. So that's how we're visible now. Ooh, 5,600. Okay, this is good. His guns are pointed our way, though, and that's bad. Notser, you're showing too much of your side. Also, the Izumo in the background's firing too. We've got to angle. Come on. Oh, we're doing so much damage, by the way. Oh. Oh, it was so worth it. He puts out the fire. And it looks like he's avoiding the torpedoes. So he's got extra intel. Maybe the aircraft saw it. But he's basically dead in the water now. We only do 1100. 1100. Come on. Get this guy. That would be quite an accomplishment to take out both battleships. Nah, he's going to die to torpedoes. Yep, alright. Good job. I'm glad we took him out. And there's a large contingency of enemy cruisers in the north. And I don't like that. I think they're actually trying to get to the aircraft carrier. Now, the first target, of course, is the Mikhail. And I think he's actually firing on our position. Yes, he is. He's firing on our position. And we're firing on his. I think I had HE loaded for this one. But we are swapping to AP. And we do okay damage. No fire, though. And it looks like he wants to have perfectly angled sides so my AP can penetrate. Unfortunately, I think I lead him a little bit too much. Oh, never mind. 10,000 points of damage is not too much. We also earned Confederate with that shot. But we need to be careful, of course. There's aircraft overhead. It looks like they're going for the battleship behind me, which is alright. There are more than one cruiser out here, though. I can't afford to have too much showing. And I have a really bad habit of going all in on a target, even when the game is so close. Yes, we have pretty hefty point advantage because we've had 2 bases to their 1. But if they get a couple destroyer kills, maybe they kill me, the game has completely turned on its head. And look at what we've got here. We've got not 1, but we have 2, and it's a Moskva. Why is the Moskva? First of all, why is there a Moskva at tier 10? There's no way this person actually leveled through it. He spent his free XP. There's no way he's comfortable with that ship. Oh, juicy citadels. And of course the target is left alive with 2,400. I think he popped his smoke. We've got bigger issues. We've got a New Orleans in the area. I just can't afford to focus 100% at finishing the enemy cruiser. We've got to take this enemy cruiser right in front of us, the New Orleans. And the Moskva is just so annoying. The rate of fire is great. If my friendly battleship could get a flanking fire, he would be devastated. And we're just trying to limit the number of targets that can engage us effectively. Right now, it's only the New Orleans. And I'm just going back and forth, a little soft wiggle. Unfortunately, the New Orleans is angled just... Yeah, and I just wanted to see... Mikhail? Really? Mikhail? No. And of course, he's perfectly bow on. Not ideal for AP. We are sticking with HE, which is just fine with this ship. I really would lean towards fire HE until you get a really good shot, because the AP is fantastic, but the HE is just as strong. We didn't do any damage though, and that's unfortunate. We're just trying to draw out the game, maybe get a kill. We've got our battleship buddy going after the Moskva, and I think the aircraft carrier is also going after him. Oh, is the New Orleans going to be willing to show? No. This is not his first rodeo. He knows I'm just going to kick his butt if he shows his side. So, we're just going to have to deal with 4K. 4,000 points of damage. Every salvo is just fine. And we're doing pretty good, but unfortunately, or fortunately, the friendly battleship and the aircraft carrier took out the Moskva. So the game's going to end. A low health New Orleans and a low health Kutuzov. 2 kills left on the table, but we got Confederate. 1 kill, 11 fires, 2 citadels. We did a great job for our team, and that's what's important. We did 2,431 base XP. We did around 150,000 points of damage in 15 minutes. Just a wonderful damage dealer. In the right hands, you can do a lot for your team. I will be playing this ship a ton. Pretty much just as high win rate as my Des Moines. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.